It's a tough world out there. People dying, people lying, superior words, people defying. We weren't born this way. We all have a start, we all have a finishing line. Just kick back and listen while I explain mine. This is a little story that my parents told. This is how the story unfolds. I had no fear, thinking I'm bold, running out of a two-story window when I was only 2 years old. Riding in the ambulance, I didn't know what was going on. As far as I knew, I was still flying around like a baby swan. Out of nowhere, a bright light was shining in my face. It's speaking to me, but I couldn't see a face. It said, "You're fine, you're in a great place." So confused, I'm trying to tie all this together like a shoelace. My mind's a blank space. I'm seeing stars flying around like I'm in deep space. I started to feel relaxed. I was loving this place. I wasn't running around anymore like a rat race. The sounds I started to embrace. It was like I ran from first all the way to home base. All my worries I started to erase. The guy spoke again. He said, "Go back and live life at a slow pace. Don't be a disgrace, remain full of grace, and all those bad souls don't you trace." I asked him who he was. He said, "You'll find out shortly." I wake up in the hospital with doctors all around me. My parents by my side. They said, "Joe, you are lucky. No broken bones, no scratches. Still, I was held together like a door that has all its latches. No stitches, no band-aids, no patches. Yet every bone in my body still attaches." So I wondered who that guy was that spoken to me. It hasn't come to me yet. My parents told me that my uncle committed suicide a day before the upset. He shot himself in the head a day before my soul floated. After being devoted, I noted everything I coded. It was like my head went from being to overflown to eroded. I went home that day and couldn't wait to say he was the one that called me that day. We walked in the door. There was a picture of him on the floor. Now I ain't lying. I know without a doubt I was saved and caught by my Uncle Bryan. You think it ends here? It doesn't. Growing up as a kid, I was bullied and got fights and then never fought back. I was a nerd. That didn't stop me from hanging with the right herd. I remember what Bryan told me, and I know what I heard. I couldn't have cared less, any less, to be cool, because I knew I wasn't a fool. I knew one day I would be the one with a bright future, and they'd be the one getting more than one suture. They'd be the ones hanging with the wrong crowd, always getting cowed into doing things that weren't allowed, screaming out loud, take me to the mushroom cloud. I knew I wouldn't end up like them because I vowed. Now I'm finally feeling sharp as a tack, while I kick back and relax, while I cry and feel whack after all the days they put me under attack. I don't hear them talking the smack. They went from being packed to the complete WRACK. Now I'm on top with the future on my hands. They've been the ones eating feces out of garbage cans. They fell them to the ground. They don't know what to do. I pick them up and say, "I'll help you." They try to say I'm sorry. I say, "You don't have to. Forgive and forget is what I've been taught to do. I'll buy the shoes, food, and even cars if I have to. I've been put on this world to love, represent my dude above. Don't push, don't shove. So one day I can fly like a dove in that place where my catcher holds his glove."